Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. How y'all doing?
Morning, Avi. How's everything?
Morning. Well, y'all let me know if my mic's working. I've had issues with this thing lately. If it ever cuts out or anything, please let me know.
Yeah, it looks like it's working great so far. Good morning.
Cool. Thank you. Good morning. All right. Gotta get DOS fired up and we'll be on our way.
We are starting a GoFund page for your mic, Avi. So it should be up today or tomorrow.
Fantastic. Yes, I need funding. Thank you so much. This thing is ancient. I bought this, I don't know, probably 10 years ago for like $70 or $80. It's still here. So time to get a replacement. All right, here we go. DOS is working. If we got Carlos joining us today, probably, in which case we need a competitive beard, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Bring it. Okay, where are all these charts? 1, 2, 3. Good, got it. All right, there we go. Got a screen working, got the internet working, got the computer working, got the microphone working, got a beautiful sunset. I think we're all ready to go. Everything's aligned.
Hey, Avi, there is no news anticipated for today. There are a few, but they're all 1 star.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's encouraging. Thanks.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. So let's see. The news calendar today is the 30th, no, 28th of May. Oh my gosh, 28th of May. What do we have? OPEC, that's all over. All that stuff. Mortgage stuff, that's all over. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, nothing. Nothing till 2 p.m. FOMC minutes.
Here's FOMC minutes, yeah.
And then we have crude oil aftermarket. Okay. Yeah, FOMC minutes. Definitely want to be aware of 2 p.m. if you're trading the SPY. Cool. But until then, as long as the price action is healthy, then you can get an opportunity. Cool. All right. Time to sharpen up. Wake up. Okay, here are the lines. Fibonacci levels on the SPY. What do we have so far today? Basically, it's been positive. It's been consolidating right below the 8 a.m. candle. So a breakout to the upside makes sense. Zoom out. I got a little trouble here. This was a high of at some point last week. I'm going to put that level on. That is interesting. So this might be a scalp opportunity at the open. Let me see. Yeah, this is interesting. 592.54. Firm resistance. Firm resistance. Resistance, then a breakout. Breakout, retest. Support, breakout. Retest, went down. Yeah, so this 592.54, not an Fibonacci level, but something to be very careful of. Okay, there we go. All right, so at the open for me, if there's a breakout going upwards, I'll be interested. Just got to watch that next level up. It's going to have to be a scalp, and then we'll see. Again, that's if things set up at the open, as in after the first 3 or 4 minutes. Let's see. Cool. All right. Other than that, I've got nothing on my mind. I think I'm all set to go. Who wants to talk about what? What do we have here? Shane, NVIDIA earnings aftermarket today. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Shane. So NVIDIA, let me look at it. It hasn't really moved so far. It's likely to be choppy. Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. On NVIDIA, it's actually a fairly simple game. What you can see is it's basically been choppy. It's going to stay choppy as long as it's within this range of since yesterday's pre-market. Perhaps a breakout of the pre-market high, maybe, but you want to be careful with the news right around the corner. That's a major catalyst. it may not want to go anywhere until the news, the earnings, or you never know, some tweet might come out and off you go with another catalyst that's unexpected. So if you're watching NVIDIA, really watch it carefully. But generally speaking, I don't expect any real movement unless some algo gets excited or somebody tweets something. Yeah, Gurinder, go ahead.
Would you consider the level on NVIDIA on like, if you go back on 16th, and then on 21st, they got, rejected there?
Talking about a 30-minute chart?
Yeah, 136.80 level, that area right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. There you go. That makes sense. Zooming out makes a lot of sense on this. And if you notice, let's just put that level on. And now we put the Fibonacci levels on. It's pretty much the same thing, isn't it? You get that anyway. See that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the area of the breakout, basically. 136.70-ish, 136.80-ish in that zone. And then you have overhead resistance, we'll be very careful with. 137.35. What is it? Right there. A few days ago. Same thing on the SPY. So yeah, this would have been great to play a Iron Condor spread, for the last 1 week, but it's NVIDIA, you can't do that stuff. But anyways, be careful if you're watching this, if you're trying to trade this, if you're getting opening momentum and you're able to read that, okay, take it. If you're not good at that stuff, be careful with it. It's likely to be jumpy and not really clean.
Can you talk about Tesla?
Yeah. Tesla, what do we have? It's been bullish so far last few days. Well, since yesterday. Well, very good activity. Look at that. Breakout went up yesterday, bounced off of a previous resistance area as well. Pull back, go, pull back, go. That's what it looks like to me. It's just ABCD patterns repeating. So again, looking at the breakout of the pre-market area, you have that high of the post-market yesterday, something to watch out for overhead. Obviously, you don't want to get in long, during an area of chop. I'd wait for it to go, get out of that zone, and then you have a continuation of what it's done. Now, what's really interesting is on a bigger picture, just zooming out, it's been bullish and then consolidated about a week. And then the breakout stuff happened yesterday. So the leg up started yesterday. Today, it may totally just not go anywhere, or it might go, or it might go in a couple of days. Don't know. But again, the price action will tell you that. So it's important to have your breakout zones in mind. Ideally, wait for a retest and you get confidence on that breakout, and off you go. Very hard to think of it as a short. If anything, short, it's always just a scalp in this entire setting, bigger picture setting. Everything, smaller picture and bigger picture, everything's positive upwards. So, yeah, interesting. It could be good. But watch this stuff. You don't want to get excited too early saying, oh, it's all bullish, so you just jump in the first minute. Don't do that. Stick to your trade book, wait for your plan, and then you'll be okay. Alexander, you're looking at QBES. You guys are all excited today. There's all kinds of stuff to look at. Generally been up, and look at this big area of chop. Now, you see this big area of chop last few days. These are big moves on a 1 minute chart or on a day trading perspective, ABCD stuff, ORB stuff. It's been huge. Lots of great moves. But on 30 minute, there's nothing here, right? And I look at 30 minute here is just a great big area of chop. You can't identify a trend. So if anything, you're scalping it in between 20 and let's call it 15 down here. It's not going anywhere. And oddly enough, if you look at these candles, look at yesterday. Clean 30-minute candle and all day nothing. Previous day, it's just difficult. The day before that, it was clean in the first, 30 minutes, first hour of the day, and then nothing. Go back, again, same thing. Clean in the first 30 minutes or so, then nothing. So most likely that's what it's going to do. It'll be jumpy at first, as in give you a big move, ORB stuff if you're good at that, and then expect nothing. So also, again, nothing here that I would think about holding for a trend or my typical kind of way of trading. You're in, you're out quick, and if you're good at it, you make 2R. So interesting, though. Good stuff.
Avi, for what it's worth, the order book on Tesla is very balanced, so it could chop right at the open. However, NVIDIA's order book is very interesting because it's very bullish. However, it could not break 135 yesterday, so it's almost like they're kind of like capping it until the earnings, because the way the book is set up, it should just break out. So that's just a little bit of extra insight on those two.
Cool. Yeah, thanks, Anthony. Appreciate that. Yeah. With the balanced book, generally indication of it doesn't really want to go anywhere. Or the book leaning towards one side, then you have an indication that it may go there. But again, price action should tell you, just because you have some, let's say, a massive bullish activity on the order book, like $5 for the next $5 up, everything's liquid. Doesn't mean you just go long it, because you got to make sure the price action is going long, rather than the thing is going down and you're trying to take long positions just because of the order book. The order book is there, and I think it's great, but I still think price action should be the primary indicator, and then use the order book for having a clue of targets, or let it enhance your confidence. So cool, thanks for that insight. Very cool. That's how I use the order book when I used to use it. Cool. All right, 5 minutes to the open.
I agree with Anthony with the NVIDIA. When looking at the book map, I see that at 135, there are some big orders that are coming at around 9:15.
Yes, I saw that.
There could be a chance that maybe that could bounce from there, or it could break down. But maybe they're just gonna market makers are gonna put that and sweep the orders and then go up. Maybe.
Yeah,
And that is S3 level as well, so it could be for the pivot players. It could be S3 to R3, something like that. But yeah, a reversal at 135 might be one opportunity.
Nice. Yeah, watch that order book again. It as you said, it can move, right? As in, like bulls don't move, but market makers can move their orders around. So if you're trading based on the order book, you got to be really on top of it and keep looking at it.
They remove it instantly. I've seen in the book map they put it there just to trap the buyers, and then they remove it instantly.
Oh yes, you see, that's why
about the book map is that you can see the history. You can see the history whether it was there, removed, or that is a good thing.
Yeah, that's great. And again, one of the reasons, now there's many different ways to trade, but again, one of the reasons I choose not to use the order book is because of how intense the work is. I got to keep looking at that thing. I'm exhausted in 3 or 4 minutes. I'd rather just relax, let it get to a level, than look at a candlestick. So again, it's a matter of mental capital as well. So it depends how you like to trade, whatever turns you on, whatever suits you, that's what you should do. So cool. Lots of interesting stuff today. All right, we have a couple of minutes. Look at the SPY here. I'm going to see if there's something to work with. I've got this high right here on the pre-market. That's very interesting. I'm going to mark that here. 592. 592.50 is just, you know what? I don't like this at all. I don't like this one bit. The breakout of the SPY, look at what's happening now. It's making lower lows on a 30-minute. Put in a bit of a reverse hammer near the top. It's got room to the left up there. So this is looking weak now. So my whole idea of a breakout at the open is no-go. I'll wait for it. If it gets to 592, if it puts in a decent consolidation. For now, I can anticipate that the breakout, if it does happen, is not going to be smooth and clean and simple. So this is something to wait for. Another idea is down here, 588 or so. You have a reversal area, or basically it's a breakout. The breakout happened yesterday, comes back and bounces off that. That's a retest of yesterday's breakout. So there, in that area, I might consider a long. For now, just based on this recent price action, there's nothing to look at. So nothing, yeah, got to sit out for a bit. Wait for a setup.
For this SPY, are you looking for the breakout of the pre-market high, the 592.07, the green line, or the burgundy line of the Avi Dynasty level?
Yeah, that's a good point. So I'll tell you how this works. When I see a really good consolidation where the lows are just getting higher and higher and higher, then I will pre-enter the break. Pre-enter as in just above the Avi level. And I'm not too bothered about what's overhead, because when the consolidation is that good, it's likely to break through all the overhead resistance. But because the consolidation is really not great, it's more bearish than it is bullish. It even put in a new low here, decently flat even. It's just not convincing. So I don't have a good feel for the breakout here. It doesn't look like it'll be a good, healthy one. The buyers are not telling me that they are there and stepping up, basically. So I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to let it go. If it goes without me, let it go. And then a few hours later, let's see what sets up on a 30-minute chart. So you can catch the breakout here, but it's for me, I don't want to do it. So it's based on the quality of the consolidation, put it that way. Okay. And yeah, quality here is telling me it's a no-go. Whatever resistance overhead is just going to be resistance. So let it be. So what do we got? Oh, there goes the market. Open. Amy, you're looking at AMD. All right. We'll look at multiple things here. No big deal. So NVIDIA, I think, was the most interesting one so far. I'll put that on the chart. Today's activity. I want to look at AMD. I'm not trading today at the open until something sets up. There you go. You can SPY right there at resistance. This is the whole resistance area, 592. I don't expect a decent breakout. What do we have here in AMD? Great big mess, huh? There you go, Shane. Discipline to walk away. Absolutely. There's nothing keeping me out of the market today, as in no news or anything that should scare me. But no price action that suits me, then no trade. Very simple. I'd rather keep the money I made in the last few days, right? Rather than try and give it back today. That's what you do when you trade outside your trade book. You're trying to give your money away. Right. What do we have? Tesla. Look at that. Again, big selling right there. Very scary on the spot. Tesla breakdown. Who's catching that? ORB stuff. Scary though. Already made a big move, but watch it.
Yeah, watching you commit to a trade and taking multiple setups tells me that if the setup's not there, then I'm not willing to take multiple tries on it. So yeah, that's helped a lot.
Absolutely. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Again, having a well-defined setup, as in it's defined to your mind. You can understand it clearly and cleanly. That'll help you stay away from when it's not there. So good stuff. Yeah, you got this. 1 minute ORB going down, guys. Tesla is very, very interesting. You got to buy it 361.50. You've seen it bounce 4 times. But I think generally it's looking all right. NVIDIA was, well, did a 1 minute ORB down, but man, not clean. Difficult. Again, I don't trade these ORBs. They are just too much uncertainty for me. And Amazon, what else we got? We got AMD. Let's put the levels on here. All right. Oof, Tesla. Look at that. Who's in that? Ooh. What did it reject there? VWAP? Probably a 9 EMA or something. So NVIDIA, pattern-wise, getting down to where it broke out from yesterday. Well, yesterday's 8 a.m. area, you would think of a bounce, but really knowing the catalyst on it today, be careful with it. Even when I traded the Mag 7, when it had catalysts like this, like news coming out later and stuff, I would generally avoid it. I'll just get it off my list for the day. Come back in a couple of days.
Apple at the next level.
Apple, ooh, let's look at that. That'll be interesting. Forget NVIDIA for now. Oh, there it is. Clean breakout, huh? There you go. There we go.
Maybe I'll pull back to 202 and take the long.
It's way up there now. You don't want to. It's probably, again, if you guys are trading this stuff now, early ORB stuff, you're looking at moving averages, and it's probably far away from the EMAs. So this is where you don't enter. This is where you don't start putting on risk. Wait for a pullback. Yeah. EMAs are momentum indicators. So the 1 minute action here on the SPY is telling me it's going to be a decent breakout, but that's just a 1 minute action so far. 30 minute. No, this 30-minute candle has not closed. Let it close. Even if this sets up here, then it could become a decent breakout. But what do we have? We have another 27, 26 minutes for this thing to close before I can identify a setup. Tesla, who's in this? Who's catching this? It's messy. It's tough. You'd be scalping the heck out of it. 360 is obvious area over there. Pre-market low as well. So you see this pattern, guys, on the SPY right now on the 1 minute chart. This is what I want to see on a 30-minute chart, where these lows are getting higher and higher, and you got a flat top, an ascending wedge, and then I'm convinced of the breakout. Then I don't bother too much with overhead resistance, because it's telling me the buyers are stepping up, up, and up. And as long as they keep stepping up, they're going through whatever's overhead. And so those are quality breakouts, but I don't trust it on a 1 minute. I trust it only on a 30-minute. 30 minutes not giving me that picture. There goes Apple, that little pullback to a level. Let's see if it hits a moving average there. Let's see what happens. There goes the SPY now, breakout of the high, now hitting that pre-market high. Yeah. Where's the 30-minute? There you go. This 30-minute candle's looking decent. If it closes looking like this, it'll be interesting for the breakout, for the retest later. Okay, pre-market high. I'm watching the SPY here. Very cool. Good to see how these things work. Ooh. Whoa. You know, AMD is actually really oddly interesting. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. What you've got is AMD pushing down and putting in lots of wicks, but then it's putting in not many wicks, right? Just one bearish candle, one bullish candle. This looks like there's not a buyer down there, but those wicks earlier were telling you that the buyers were there. And then since it broke down out of those wicks, about, what is it, 114.4, and then it's not putting in wicks, it's getting cleaner. And now it's telling you that the sellers have overwhelmed those buyers that were putting in those wicks further down. So that setup for the move down looks much more decent than it did in the first 3 minutes. And there it goes. Reverse ABCD. At first, you'd be scared of it. I mean, your buyers are there, but you can see the sellers overwhelm the buyers, basically. And off you go. Somebody catch that. Again, ORB stuff, 500 ORB, all that's happening. 202. Shane, you're watching Apple. What's that 202? Is it the 9 EMA? Probably.
No, I was just it pushed past this pre-market consolidation. It went to the next level, and now that we're kind of consolidating at this next level, I'm looking for the ABCD. I got 2-minute chart. I got 2 red candles, which is a good starter setup for now.
Mm-hmm. Right on. Nice. Yeah, watching the levels. Okay, SPY pre-market break. Let's watch that one as well. Look at that. Really struggling. But again, look at the setup on the SPY. This is perfect. If you believe in 1-minute charts, all these highs getting, the lows getting higher, hitting key resistance levels and putting in flat tops. One and the second one. This one's really key. This 592.07. Look how precise that is. Pretty cool. Once again, I'm not taking this because the 30-minute is not set up. Let's see how it goes. There it goes. New high, breakthrough, pre-market high, looks strong. Off you go. Yeah, SPY's on its way, it looks like. Then you have 592.50, which was resistance a few days ago, or some point last week. Nice. But again, never trust this stuff. I never trust this stuff. Ooh, and Tesla as well now. See that reverse ABCD? Got to a level, hit the level, broke through, rejecting. But again, on Tesla, you know these buyers are down here. They put in wicks before it even got there, then it put an absolute bottom. I wouldn't go heavy on this reverse ABCD because those buyers are pretty firm at 360.5 at this point. So things to watch out for. If you're getting involved in this, you'd get in, if you can, close to the rejection area, the C on this reverse ABCD, small size, and then add to the break of low of day. Then you're on your way. Then the sellers have truly overwhelmed the buyers. That would make sense. So just what do you got? You're traveling and no more using screen, but DOS layout changes. Yeah, you're on a different screen, different number of pixels and size and all that, and you got to reconfigure DOS to fit your screen. That, yeah. Before I travel, I always open up my laptop and make sure it's all up to date and the screen works and all that. Just takes 30 minutes to do. There you go, SPY. Breaking, break. Careful with Tesla. You see those buyers, they're not being overwhelmed. Oh, it goes to SPY. Now, next level up, that 592.54. Again, perfect setup on a 1 minute. Just not there on the 30, but the 30 is looking better and better. If this is a breakout, I'll catch the retest later. Maybe in an hour, maybe in 30 minutes, whatever. And then we'll see. There you go, Tesla. See that? Very tricky to get into that reverse ABCD. It would be messing with you. See, there's ABCDs and then there's quality ABCDs, just like consolidations. There's consolidations and there's different types. And you got to identify the ones that you want. You don't have to identify two, just one. One that you want, that you can put your money at risk on. And the rest of it, just let it go. No big deal.
Hey, Avi, how does Google look to you?
Google, well, let's have a look. Oh, looks like a lot of white candles, huh? Yeah, look at that. So it had that consolidation, had the breakout, all very clean. Let's see. Well, now obviously it's long gone. You don't want to touch it up there. Yeah, good little breakout, little retest area. You had about a minute and a half worth of opportunities to enter this. Up here, forget it. I don't want to touch it. It's already gone. So a 30-minute picture, it's already gone. There's nothing to do with it now. And even if you're thinking about it, comes back and retests a breakout, to my trade book, the retest is not going to happen because it's already made the move. It hit the next level up. The move's already happened. If it comes back there, you're not thinking of it as a retest. You're thinking it has reversed. And let's see what happens next. So yeah, it looks good. It was good earlier. I didn't see it, but it looks to a bit of a 4 or 5 minute ORB, whatever it is down there. That would have been a good one. Nice. You guys got all kinds of good stuff on your charts, huh? I got nothing. But anyways, yeah, that was a good move. Anyone catch Google? Did you catch it? Who was that, Roy?
Not really. I just saw it. It never gave a pullback to get in.
All right. Yeah, tricky one. Tesla, there it goes now. This time, break of the low of day. I think Tesla is really challenging, but really interesting. But not a good quality ABCD, reverse ABCD. Would have stopped you out once, maybe twice even with a deeper pullback. But then it broke the low. And at the breakout is perhaps, if you're aggressive, this is where you get in, just stop right above the entry candle. And you're scalping it. Again, you're watching the level 2. You might probably see at 360 lots of liquidity. So do you have conviction it's going to break through that? You don't know. This is all scalping stuff. If you're scalping, you're watching all of these kinds of details. Otherwise, don't scalp if you don't want to do it that way. SPY, sure enough, at the level, getting messy, but it did put in that long tail hammer. That's encouraging for the next bullish run. So again, another good 1 minute setup on the SPY. You're looking at an ABCD, right? It went up at the next level, it put in this long tail hammer, the new 1 minute high, if it makes one. There you go. There's your entry right there. You stop below the hammer. And you let it consolidate for as long as it needs to. Your stop is wide enough, and when it breaks out, it goes. So there you go. There's another decent one. Definitely not a setup yet for me. Well, let's see if it ever becomes one. There you go. Lots of decent little setups all around this place. But everything's on a 1 minute chart. Yeah, Amazon as well did the same thing as Google did.
Seems like this market's a gold mine, Avi.
Yes, it is. Most definitely. Who told you otherwise? It is every day, every single day. The only reason we don't mine gold every day is because we just screw it all up in our heads every day. That's the real problem. Yes. Money to be made everywhere. And this AMD thing, even right now, look at this. It's not too bad. I think this is decent. It's overwhelmed the buyers earlier, pulled back, rejected, lower highs happening. Want to be a little careful with the buyers coming in, but it's much better than Tesla has been. Down there, look at that mess. What do we have? Amazon, yeah, going the other way. Pull back. Cool. Fine. Let's see the SPY. I'm going to zoom out and take a look at this. Yeah, it's gone, but there's so many setups going to happen. If the SPY goes way up, let's see, where can it go? Major resistance, we have 595, 596. Whoa, way up there. Big reversal opportunity up there. Reversal at 594 would be tricky. But 596, so that'll be later. Also further down, again, same thing. Over here, could be the same thing. Could be a retest of a breakout. Could happen. Don't know. Fun, huh? But again, the only reason not to touch it is because even though it's a near perfect price action on the 1 minute, on the 30-minute, it's not there. So have a well-defined trade book. It keeps you out of all those red columns in your P&L. Very important. Watch that order book, guys, on Tesla. I get the feeling 360 is very large. Hasn't hit yet, or did it? Just barely touched it. There's somebody down there looking to ambush the price and go up. Very interesting. Oh, what happened to NVIDIA? Yeah, NVIDIA, great big mess, huh? Don't want to watch that. There you go. Tesla 360. You'll see what happens if anyone sees that. You have AMD as well, looking decent for that ORB down. Boom, there it goes. Who caught that? You could feel that coming, right? You could see things getting jumpy, just getting edgy a little, and then boom, the breakout happens. That's the beauty of watching that red line. Always watch that red line. You can really pick up on behavior. It's like observing a human being, right? You're reading body language. It tells you more about what's really going on with the person rather than what's coming out of their mouth. And the same thing here with the market. Watch that red line.
Everything's starting to look weak.
Yep. Tesla ate up a massive order there, probably. AMD, interesting for the low of day break. Very curious. Get that SPY. Just cannot trust it on a 1 minute chart. Even though setups look good, you don't trust it. Everything's weak. NVIDIA is just going to be choppy. Oh, no, this is interesting. The rejection of 360. You see that previous low on Tesla at 941? It should push up, reject that, which is pretty much done now, or is doing now. Then it's healthy to continue down. Let's see what happens. Yeah, right where it is right now. This should be where the sellers are, right about here. 360 or 360.5. This whole zone. There comes a retest on the SPY. Breakout retest. Boom. Fun. Let's see. Good stuff. Irfan, you caught the Tesla short, huh? Cool. Haranath, what are you into Google? All right. What did Google do? What went up and then it came down. What do you mean you're into Google? So it had a big run. Then what? Pullback? Long? It's nothing here for me, but depends what your trade book is, right? Yeah, Tesla, let's see. Very interesting at 360. I mean, it's the kind of place I don't want to touch it. If I was in it, I'd be very careful. But you get to learn a lot about how markets work, how price action tends to move. AMD, here we go. Yeah. Watch that. AMD is very interesting. Looks like it's super bearish. Just got to get through those buyers down there. Low of day. You can see it happening. There you go. That's why I didn't touch the SPY. Look at that. I cannot trust it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Tesla's interesting. It's got a buyer down there around 360. You probably saw that on the order book. Very interesting. But let's see if they're strong enough to keep pushing the price up. AMD is again getting cleaner and cleaner for the breakdown. Low of day.
Think about PLTR for a short.
Oh, here we go again. That exotic stuff, huh?
I mean, it's trading just as much as NVIDIA is at the same price and same volume.
Does it have earnings like NVIDIA? Probably not. Yeah, what is this?
It moves like a crypto.
Yes, I was just going to say crypto and low float and all that stuff. Listen, it's choppy where it is. Get out of this area. You have an ORB opportunity, maybe. There was AMD made a new low. Very interesting. Keep an eye on that. Yeah. As long as PLTR is within where it's already been today, it's a mess. It's got teeth, right? Oof, very interesting. There we go. You see the buyer stepping up on Tesla? Again, the setup tells you a lot about what's going to happen. You can see the difference between Tesla and AMD. Look at these two reverse ABCD patterns on my screen here. I'll put it up here. Top and bottom. You can see the difference in these patterns. I mean, screenshot this if you want to learn about ABCD patterns and identify a good one compared to a crappy one that'll pop you up and stop you out 3 times. AMD may have stopped you once, but it's a good opportunity. If it goes or not, we don't know. You never know. But you know what a good setup is. That's what you need to know. Very interesting there. What else? Let's keep an eye on NVIDIA as well. It's in an area of interest. AMD rejecting 114 so far. What was 114? Nothing significant. Okay, now Tesla made a new low. Again, encouraging for a continued move down, right? But you know how it's been. So you want to watch it. Ooh, NVIDIA, interesting breakdown, low of day. Take a look at that.
I took NVIDIA short at the breakout.
Okay. Watch your setup. It's interesting. It's interesting.
5-minute Orbi.
Yeah. Watch it. Rejects the previous lows, which you want, and which it's pretty much doing. 135.20. There it goes. Lows. AMD. There you go. AMD looks well on its way. NVIDIA, let's see. And this is really great when you get two side-by-side pieces of price action that are basically, you can identify them as the same setup, but they're really not. Because there are nuances of what is really a high-quality setup within the setup, you know, worth risking your money on, and what's not worth risking your money on. Arunaz, you're saying Google R3 looks like a shirt? No, this looks like a shirt. Short, maybe. I don't know where R3 is. You gotta tell me. I don't keep that stuff on my chart. You gotta tell me. Market looks choppy, Agnes. Yes, it does. To my eyes as well. Tricky price action all around. But again, good examples to keep an eye on. So I'm not touching it. Amy, why was it a sell-off? But no, yeah, maybe a tweet, but does it matter why as day traders? Does it matter why it moves? All we know is it moves and we can capitalize, right? So I think that's really important. All right, book map. All right, sorry guys. Looks like the meeting booted me. I talk too much. I'm back. Oh crap! The whole message history is lost. Anyways, whoever was saying something, let me know. Good to be back. Hi again. All right, let's get a screen. Gaten, yeah, you got a question?
Hi, yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something because my trading is more and more evolving into what you always say, that trading is boring or good trading is boring. And I wanted to ask if it is somehow okay to do something else when you know, okay, there's not a setup in the first 15 or 30 minutes, that you do something else because, yeah, trading is serious and you want to take it serious, but it feels a bit unusual to just say, okay, I'll let it be and I do something else and I come back in 15 minutes.
What do you have in mind for something else? Give me an idea.
Or do something around the house, or I still have a 9-to-5 job, so maybe check in on the 9-to-5 job and the mails or anything like that.
Yeah. That's a good question. And the reason I answer that was because doing something else I think is actually a really good idea, but it should not be something that drains your mental capital. Again, because you do something else for an hour that's truly intense, that that you've got to be serious about, then you show up to trade, you're already exhausted.
Yeah.
So something that's kind of senseless or just occupies your hands so you don't do something stupid with the markets.
Go wash the dishes, cut the lawn.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Do that. Do whatever. You know me, I just come into these chat rooms and chat with you guys. That's what I do while I'm waiting. So
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, Piyush, go ahead.
Yeah, just a tip there for Gaetan, who was asking about something else to do. I've often done that, and then the market shapes up and I miss a trade. So set your alerts before you go.
Yeah, thank you. That's indeed a good one.
Yes, thanks.
Thank you.
Set your
And
alerts.
some of the alerts that I set, like when I'm sitting at my desk, I can set alerts for, the entries and the exits. But when I step away, I set multiple alerts as a stock or as a symbol approaches a level. So you have time to get back to your chair.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you do it in DOS or maybe TradingView or something else?
I do it in TradingView, and so it shows up on my watch and on my phone and pretty much everywhere.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you. I'll keep it in mind. Surely.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Piyush. Yeah, I do the same. I put it on TradingView and it pops up on the phone, and I have to rush back on the motorcycle and park it and then trade. Usually, that's what happens. But speeding tickets are no fun. Oh well.
It's part of the job.
Yeah, it's just an expense, business expense, speeding ticket. Is the microphone still okay, guys? I've been having trouble lately. Just let me know if it has cut out so far today or no. Still good?
Nah, good to go.
That's good.
Good. Very good. Thank you. Great. So
Change
far,
your name to Avi Cruz.
Oh gosh, you guys and your Mission Impossible stuff. Oh my god. I gotta say, Top Gun 1 pretty much shaped my young adulthood and my entire youth. So there you go. So there we go. Top Gun, Tom Cruise.
You don't see your screen, Avi.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. Yeah, when it booted me, the screen went out. Here, let me get it back up. Thanks for the reminder. Here we go. Cool. Yep, there it is. I still don't see anything now. Definitely not on the SPY. And yeah, things are generally a mess. But you know, I kind of like it when it does this, when the market doesn't go anywhere for the first couple hours of the day, and then it sets up a serious breakout later. You could put on a lot of size and dig into it. So today might be shaping up to one of those days. But you don't know. You don't know until it happens. What's here? Yep, Jackie got the screen back up. Agnes, yeah, you got stopped out. Yeah, stopping out is fine. It's good because you didn't blow up an account. That's a success. You gotta understand 95% of people who attempt day trading end up blowing up. If you have your stops, you're not doing that, right? You're already in the top 5% just by stopping out. So that's pretty good. Do you consider Tesla reversal? Sujit, Tesla, where's Tesla? Oh, it's not here. Others. No, Tesla, I consider it chop. Forget about reversal. It's not going anywhere. It's just not going anywhere. It seems to have found a buyer, but it's just not going anywhere. 30-minute, there's no setup. There's just nothing. Just nothing on it. Just let it be. Second attempt, NVIDIA short. Yeah, Shane. Yeah, watch that that low of day. Buyers there, but yeah, you're getting these. Well, you're getting a what do you call lower high. It's not ideal, but it's there.
I can't get away from these breakout trades.
It's all right. It's all right. Just stop out when you should, and you survive to learn your lesson and come back again. Right? That's how you play this game.
For NVIDIA, 135 is the moment of truth. Either it's going to reverse, it's going to break out. So trading around that is a bit tricky. So that 135, you have to see what is going to happen there.
Is there a big order there?
Yes, and there is nothing below that.
Strap on your tinfoil hat. I was presuming they were going to make the price cheaper. By the end of the day, it'd be the perfect price to buy up post-market for earnings. So I'm waiting to see it go down at least $1, 134, and then start taking off a big portion.
That would be fun.
I'm waiting to see what is going to happen at 135. Anything at 130, anything before or after 135 is dangerous for me.
I plan on it being volatile at 135.
Yeah, it could be late. Yeah, it could be late. Yeah, it is true. Yes, for me.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
It comes. Yeah, we have to see. It is going to drop And like a rock or
Burn, baby,
Leave it back.
burn.
Dump it.
Dump it for Shane.
Oh man. Gurinder, you're asking, you think it might be chopped to left FOMC? It might be, it might not be. See, Gurinder, I don't have any statistics on that. Is it always choppy when we have FOMC at 2 o'clock? Look at your statistics or find a way to look at it. Maybe edge fold, that thing that Thor talks about, might tell us that. Like it's 90% of the time choppy on days like this, maybe, if you have those statistics. I don't. To me, there's no setup on a 30 minutes, so I'm not touching it. That's all there is. Well, you got Pedro, just to keep you busy. Okay, thank you. CRWV. Is it giving us 1 minute signal? You're at the airport. What are you doing trading at the airport? Shit, man. Don't short Boeing or something like that, okay? At the airport. It's like insider trading almost. It's like bad karma. Yeah, door opens mid-flight. Yeah, quickly pull out your phone before you're in a plane crash and short the shit out of it. Yeah, if you survive the crash, you made a lot of money. Gosh, the shit that we can do as day trading. Huh? CRWV. Let's see, ORB down. ORB down happened. You can see that. And then again, it's just choppy. I don't really know what to tell you about this. It's probably at VWAP now at 118. Not a good double bottom for a reversal, not the way I see double bottom. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about this. There's really nothing in it. There's nothing. It's just going nowhere. It's gone nowhere. Maybe here, but no, there's nothing in this. I'm not going to create a setup. There's nothing here. All right, we have a new 30-minute candle, so I'm going to look at the SPY and see if there's something on this. Now what? Let's see. Did all the bullish activity, false breakout? Definitely not a setup for a breakout going upwards. It's making lower lows. Ideally, next thing that happens, it consolidates near the bottom there, 589.92, and you catch a short, and then a reversal go back the other way. Yeah. Or the short just goes all the way. I don't know.
30 minutes at Apple. Take a look at that, see, and put levels. What do you think?
Yeah, Apple, we got the level. Oh, look at that candle, huh? Isn't that something? Yeah. This one's got room to the left, does it? Let's see. It's been in a downtrend, a pull up. Yeah, that room to the left is there. This is a massive reverse ABCD pattern on Apple. So I would be interested in the breakdown here from 200. If it loses 200, it's it's weak, it's short. Yeah, good catch. I'd like to get in on this one. Yeah, this is the kind of setup I'd like. So, I mean, just basically the breakdown of low of day on a 1 minute chart would do it. That would be the entry for me if I was doing it. And look at that. Oh, yeah, the consolidation is good here on the 1 minute. It's really consolidating. It's not getting pushed up, bought up. But you don't want to enter unless it breaks that buyer down to 199.90. It could happen now. It could happen later. But so far, the setup is good. The confirmation is a break of low of day. And you can put your stop above 200. Yeah, good setup. Good catch. It was super strong earlier and then set up that whole reversal thing. And again, this is not really a reversal on a 30-minute chart. This isn't a massive downtrend, right? This is the pullback. You could see this thing in the last couple of days as a reversal, but after it put in this long tail hammer that it just did today, I'm seeing this as a reverse ABCD, as in it's just a pullback. Here's the C on the ABCD, and you're looking for a continued move down. Pattern-wise, that's what makes sense. So you can take advantage of this stuff as a day trader. Cool. There it goes. Good. You took SPY short or PDC. Where the hell is PDC? Oh, right on. Just a minute ago. Cool. Cool. Yeah, not my style, but all right. If you got it. Cool, guys. Another 25 minutes or so in here. And then for you BBT Elite members, I'll be in the webinar room at 11 today. And hopefully we get something. So and more fun, a whole lot more fun. Yeah, Gaten, go ahead.
I wondered if yesterday I also took a trade on the SPY later on the day, and I did on a 2-minute chart. Do you sometimes change the time frame of your chart just to have a better overview of the price action, or not really?
You see, if you're doing that, you start using time frames that you're not familiar with or that are outside of your trade book. What you're really doing is you're trying to create a trade that's not in your trade book. Because on different time frames, they will look different. On a 30-minute, it might look short. On the 2-minute, it might look long. All of them are valid. So don't go chasing the market, is what I'm trying to tell you. Have a well-defined trade book and stick to it. Stick to it, stick to it, stick to it. If you're curious about the 2-minute chart, go back test it. Go do it in the replay mode. Go, look at old screenshots. All that's back testing stuff.
Yeah.
Before you use it.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can barely stand. My legs are destroyed. Did so many squats yesterday at the gym that I'm collapsing today. Whoa. Gotta be careful. Can't go too hard, huh? Ooh. All right, you got Google. Yeah, nice.
Apple on this 30-minute consolidation. This doesn't worry you about buyers coming in. You would expect this to push down and stay here to push lower.
Yeah. Well, if it breaks low of day, that's my confirmation that it's likely to continue down. Until then, I'm not gonna enter because buyers could come in, as you said. So I need confirmation that this whole 30-minute setup is truly gonna go. And the confirmation is the low of day. Again, truly gonna go just means I have a slightly higher probability. There's no 100%. So yeah, buyers could be in. I mean, buyers are here now at 200, right? That's why I'm not going short below. I'm not going short above 200. No way. Ideally, it breaks down, it retests 200, again loses that low of day. That's 199.9, and then you have a short. Until then, forget about it. Oh, there you go. Looks like some decent buyers for now. But you see, I'm not going short unless I get the confirmation. Ali, what are you saying? Gotta have strong legs to stand on business. Yeah. Gotta have strong legs to stand up for sure. And one of the key reasons I like standing up when I'm doing all this is because pumps the blood to my brain better. At least that's how I feel about it. Otherwise, on the seat, I'll just lay back, I'll fall asleep, I'll pick up a guitar, I'll snooze, I'll grab a beer, I'll just start doing stupid things. So might as well stay upright. Stay upright, stay firm, stay disciplined. When your setup comes, you take it. Harna, do you have Google? Let's see. What were you saying about Google? R3 short. Where is R3? What is R3? About 174? $174, yeah, makes sense. There you go. Okay. If you believe in it, if R3 is 174, then what you probably had was it broke through R3, came back and turned into a false breakout. Eventually you caught that. Might have caught it earlier once and stopped out, but then you caught it. Cool, man. These are big candles, huh? In Google. It's making quite a move. I guess not really. In perspective, it's not. 30-minute chart, it's not unusual. Cool.
I like the way that you trade, Avi, that you set up. You said that, okay, Apple is a breakdown means that I'm going to short it. But if it doesn't, you're not going to long it. It just means that you don't have a bias for at the same time. So you have a plan in place. So it could come back and then go up, but you're not going to trade that. So it means that you have one strategy, not just if it doesn't, this doesn't work, I'm just going to go the other way.
Yeah. You know what that's called? Having that strategy that you described, having that is known as revenge trading. Really, even if you didn't get your setup, but you almost got it, but it didn't quite happen, it starts to go the other way. Like, oh, okay, I'm going to go the other way. Even that is revenge trading, even without taking a stop out. That's basically being weak emotionally and lacking discipline. So you
It
really
usually gets chopped. It usually, for me, it gets chopped. So I'm trying to learn it from you, so that have one plan in mind, not just if the other one works. Okay, let's just take it the other way. Revenge.
Most definitely. Very, very, very important. And that, that becomes even more critical when you are trading off of levels. And you can see my trading, it's all off of levels. The last thing you want is a thesis to go long or short at the same level at the same time. And that will get you screwed up so bad, I can't even tell you. Because here in Apple's case, what would have happened? Possibly, you may have taken a short down here as start to break out. You would have stopped out. Then you would have taken a long and then it didn't really work. You would have stopped out. Then you're thinking it's consolidating down here. You might pre-enter the short just because you took 2 stop outs. You're getting anxious. Then you stop out there, and then now at 200.5, you might be taking a long and it's bumping into VWAP or something. It's not at the right place. And you stopped out 4 times just because you don't have a discipline. You just don't have a firm discipline about your trade book. So yeah, very, very important, especially with my style of trading. It's so important. It's okay to have an idea to go long at a level, let's say, and then you're using a bigger time frame, and an hour later you're seeing at the same level it's actually a short setup. That's fine, because you're having both different theses but at different times based on the setup. That's fine. You don't want to arrive at a level with the idea to go short or long based on what the 1 minute tells you, or based on whether you're in a mood for revenge trading or not, whether you stopped out or not. That's not trading. Now you're just gambling. Now until you go to Las Vegas. So these are important things. Very important. Over trading, revenge trading, all that stuff.
Avi, what's your thesis for SPY today? Are you long biased?
I don't believe in the word bias. Let's start there. I don't like that word. It confuses me. My thesis was, my thesis was don't touch it. There's nowhere to go. The consolidation in the pre-market for the breakout was no good because it was getting into a lower low over here. See this last 30-minute candle was lower than the first one. The lows were lower. So it's telling me it's actually on the way down. It did break out. Sure enough, it turned out to be a false breakout. And once that next 30-minute candle closed, I still don't have a setup. I don't. Even right now, I have nothing. I might consider a short. Is it short? Nah, let me think. Nah, there's nothing in this. There's just nothing. So this next 30-minute candle will have to close, and then I'll have to reassess it. For now, I have no setup. So it's not a bias, it's a setup. So there's only 2 possibilities. You have a setup or you don't have a setup. And I don't have a setup. I haven't had a setup yet today. And I may not at all day today, or I may have 5 come around later. I have no idea. Just got to wait and see.
Thanks, Avi.
Mm-hmm. Harsha, were you with Jared in New Orleans, Louisiana?
I was with Jared, yes.
Yeah, awesome.
I met up with him, and last weekend, actually, he was in Kentucky.
Oh, yes. Nice.
So met up with him in Kentucky and spent the last Saturday with him.
Yeah, it was his birthday.
Yes. Well, his birthday was on Thursday, and he came to Lexington for a concert.
Yeah, he was all
around a little bit on Saturday and grabbed dinner, and we had a good time.
Good, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, he was telling us he was so excited to go out. You guys look like you had a good time. Nice. And generally speaking, North America is not a continent I like to go to. And if I do go there, it's usually East Coast, West Coast. Take me anywhere in the middle, I get kind of bored. Unless we're going to the mountains in Colorado. Don't know much else about that country, to be honest. Even Canada, for that matter.
Alberta is kind of good.
Alberta?
Jasper, National Parks, Banff.
We have a desert here, you know that? And it's naturally preserved because people don't want to go there. So there's no garbage. So you don't have to go and call it a national park. You just go. And it's beautiful.
It's a very nice road trip from Calgary, Edmonton, and then go to Vancouver. I took that. It's a 1 week road trip.
Oh.
It's very beautiful. You go through those Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
You stay. It is really nice. It's a very common road trip in Canada. So you go from that Calgary to Vancouver, and you go through the Banff, Jasper, or Whisper, Vancouver, Victoria Island. Yeah.
Calgary and all that, that's in the middle of Canada, right? It's not east or west. Like Toronto's on the east side.
It's true. It is true. So some people travel there and then rent a car. And then drove to Vancouver.
Nice. That sounds all right. Yeah, road trip to the mountains. I like that.
Yeah.
Shit, we could do some of that in the summer, not in the winter. It's freaking cold out there. Man, you guys living in the cold. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of fun to be had. Western Canada, yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, if you go from Calgary to Banff to Vancouver, it's probably one of the most beautiful scenic scenes you'll drive ever.
All right. I'll have to keep that in mind. Huh? Cool.
I did it 4 times, back and forth.
Go to Jasper, it's even better.
Nice.
Yeah, Banff and Jasper. Some people go to Banff, some go to Jasper. Some people go, if they have time, they go both. But that's one of the most famous road trips because you see the Rocky Mountains, all those, I don't know, animations, cartoons that you might have seen in the Rocky Mountains, you will see it in reality.
Nice. I almost want to bump into Bugs Bunny and that guy who's always hunting him. What is that guy's name? The shotgun. Love it. That sounds great, actually.
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd, yes. I love it. Some of my favorite characters. It's so funny.
Market is so boring that we're talking about road trips.
And cartoons. I love it. It is absolutely boring. Who was that gay thing you were just talking about doing something on the side while waiting for it? Well, here you go.
Are we there yet?
Yeah. That's exactly what it is today.
Just waiting on NVIDIA to break 135 without stopping me out.
Oh boy, still holding. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Look at
thing
that video sitting there for half an hour.
Yeah, you want to really like put your stop in place and your order in place and zoom out of it, and as in put it on a bigger time frame. On a 30-minute chart doesn't look choppy at all. It looks all right, but look at this on a 1 minute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't want to sit and watch every 1 minute candle while you're in a position. It'll drive you nuts. So, yeah. What a mess.
Yeah, I moved it to half hour risk, but I couldn't move it to break even because it just keeps chopping right at my entry.
Yep. No, that makes sense. You want to survive that.
What is the FOMC talk about today? Like, is it a rate cut or?
Anyone know? I have no clue. I'll be asleep by that point. I have no idea what is going on with that.
Are they doing some kind of like interview as Jerome Powell does, and he says something?
That's minutes. I don't think they're saying anything.
Oh, minutes, right. They're just gonna unload those minutes, and then the algos are gonna kick in and move the market up and down. Yep.
Hey, Avi, can I ask you a quick question? If you don't mind looking at the Palantir 2-minute.
Sure.
I actually have 2 questions about this. One, I was looking at the move from about 10 to 1010 as a setup for an ABCD. My strategy is ABCD, but I notice on days like this, the B to C is a lot of chop and it's not like a really clean retest. Do you consider this an ABCD with not a strong BC move? Is my first question. And then I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind giving me opinion on my strategy being to retest the 20 and waiting for that retest, because this is a good example of where the VWAP was retested instead of the 20. And I kind of missed a good entry, maybe not the best trade, but still would have been a profitable trade if I would have taken it, but I didn't because it wasn't my strategy.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about an ABCD going up, right? Not a reverse ABCD.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Up. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So you got the A down here at 123 is what I think you're looking at. And then
Yes.
about 10 o'clock going up. Now, whatever your criteria is with your VWAP and moving averages, all that stuff, all right, you still got to look at, I recommend the reward side, and look at the tops over there. Those tops are getting lower. Those are serious, very serious wicks. Now look at this one, the most recent one, 125.47. That seller came in and pushed down so aggressive. I don't want to go against that guy. Even if you manage to get a good entry and you have a good trade book and all that, a tight stop and all that good stuff, you're still running into that guy.
What if I was only looking for like a dollar move? What if I was looking for like to enter at that 124.50 level and then exit it even like where it is right now, like 125.15? I was looking at this for a very short move.
Yeah. So if you're looking
Not
at
a good trade then?
yeah, I'd be very careful. You're looking at scalping, basically. A short move, quick, sharp move, and you partial out quickly. If you're doing that, you got to get good at reading momentum, really reading momentum. So in this candle, perhaps that went down and broke low of day around 123.80 or so, perhaps you would have been able to read the momentum, enter short, and scalp it down. You would get that 50 cents or 80 cents very quickly. That's what Andrew does all the time. But if you can read it in between a candle, you're just watching and suddenly you're able to identify, okay, here comes the momentum, here comes a new buyer, new seller, whatever it is, and you're going with that. So again, reading momentum is a totally different kind of skill. And in that case, you actually are not looking at targets. You're just looking at momentum. You're identifying momentum, you're getting in with momentum, and then you're getting out when the momentum's not there. Actually, more commonly, you're taking partials just because it went in your favor. You're hitting the 5% button or the 10% button a few times. That's just 1R, 2R, whatever it is. Whatever you get, and you will get out of there quick and you're done. That's it. So that's momentum trading. In here, what I see you're trying to do, you're trying to identify an ABCD pattern in the middle of what is basically all chop. And I'll show you the reasoning here. Or let's look at this up here. I put a level up here approximately, a level down here approximately. Well, where'd it go? There it is. There. Okay. So you have these two levels right now. This identifies your opening range just about. You can see where the sellers are quite firmly there. The bottom's there. You can even bring it up a little. So there you go. You can see it firmly, right? They just keep buying it there. A couple of false breakouts here and there. And even here, this one that really broke down, this is a false breakout. And now where's it gone? Just chop. It's just gone right back into where it is choppy. And if you're telling me you want to enter 124 and get $1, 125, all I'll tell you is that when it was here at 124, I'm going to tell you it's choppy up here. Be careful. You don't know if it's going to go up. You don't know what it's going to do. There's no conviction for anything in this area. It's been choppy. It's going to be choppy until you get a breakout going upwards. And now that's when you look at the momentum stuff. If you're really trading momentum, you look at perhaps momentum will come when the breakout happens up here at 125.60 or so. And then you scalp it up if you're a scalping kind of person. So yeah, I would think that might happen later. Might happen in 10 minutes, might happen in a couple of hours. I don't know. But in here, where it's been choppy, it's not where you want to play with it. No matter what your strategy is, just stay away from it. It's too dangerous. Yeah, it's just too dangerous.
Thank you for that. I think I'm bored and I'm just looking for a pattern.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about Bugs Bunny. It'll be more fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, be careful, guys. Trading should be boring, and if you kill the boredom, you're doing it wrong. Enjoy the boredom, embrace it. It's good. Very, very important. Oof, yeah, what a mess. Everything's a mess today. Most things. Where'd the SPY go? Look at that SPY's a mess too. All right, guys, last, 5-6 minutes or so. Let me know what else you want to talk about. Boredom killers would be good. That's the theme for today. Yeah, Gurinder, go ahead.
Yeah, so sorry, I'm like new here, so I don't know. I haven't finished your course yet. So on SPY, if you look at on 16th,
we got
on a 30-minute chart on 16th.
Yes. Where do we go?
So SPY rejected in a like at a 592.53 level where it was today in the pre-market, right there, like the flat candle there.
Right, 592. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then it consolidated above it, and then it rejected on a 21st again, hard rejection.
21st, same area. Yeah, same area. Yep.
Yeah. So in the pre-market, like you were looking to for a breakout to the top side. Would you have considered these levels for a reversal, or you wouldn't pay attention to that?
Yeah, no, I definitely put the level on. As you saw, I did put that level on in the pre-market. but not to consider it for a reversal, because my setup is here on a 30-minute chart and there's no setup for a reversal on a 30-minute chart. The setup was potentially for a breakout, even just potentially, and it didn't happen. But let's say I did identify a breakout setup and I wanted to take it and I go long, then I'm very, very careful of where it rejected from before. Exactly that level that you're talking about. That was very serious, right? Today it did reverse from there, all right. But if you're going long, which was close to the idea I had, I was close to taking that setup. And then I would be very careful up there. I'd just de-risk a lot of it there. I'd move it to break even. I'd take half the position off. I'd do something, I'd be scalping it more than, again, up here I'd be reading momentum and doing a different kind of momentum scalping kind of trade. But no, for a reversal, no, I don't believe in these levels that I eyeball and put on the chart. I used to do that. The thing is, it's too subjective. I can put a level anywhere on the chart just to give myself a boredom killer and give myself a trade. I've chopped myself up a lot of times and lost a lot of money doing that, so I don't do that anymore. I just believe in these Avi8ors levels, and that's it. If the setup happens at those levels, that's it. Anything else, I will look at just as levels to de-risk at, to just watch out for. If I'm in it, I want to be careful going into those areas. That's basically it.
All right. Thank you.
Yep, sure. Sure. Cool. So nothing here, huh, on these charts. Oh yeah, there you go, Amy. A PLTR for you. Getting look at that. You were on a 2-minute, right? So it's
Yeah, I
getting
saw
up
that
to that
retest
level.
of the 20 right when I
Yeah.
right when I stopped paying attention to it, of course.
Yeah, no, but whatever that is, that those sellers are in this area, right? Just like we identified. You can see the wicks are telling you.
Yeah.
Why would you go against that? Just don't go against. Break out of that. Overwhelm all those sellers, and then you have an opportunity. In here is just you're just gambling in here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh. NVIDIA, what happened? Oh my gosh, look at that. It's still sitting there. It's just sitting there. Shane, are you still in that NVIDIA? It popped up for a minute. Did you survive or did it go?
Oh, leave me alone. I'm on my 3rd attempt.
Oh gosh. Okay, take it easy. Take it easy. We know what's happening with NVIDIA today, right? So take it easy.
I'm down 1.5 hours, so it's the 3rd attempt. It's small.
Fair enough. Good. Risk management. Whatever it is, risk management.
I mean, it's still in this consolidation, which is still the setup, and we're right at the level, and we keep putting in some red candles and that one last higher high we had about 6 minutes ago, but they sold it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing that seller. I can see it on video, but I don't know. You don't want to get too nuanced about this stuff. Just take it easy. Whoa, crap, there it is.
That's why I like these 5-hour trades, because you can take at least 3 setups and still come out profitable on it.
That's the best, right? You can afford to take losers. Again, that's another big module I've got in the course. You need to have the ability to afford losers. The only thing that affords you that opportunity is your winners are big, 5R and better, and then you're okay. Cool. All right. Last little minute or so here, guys. And don't forget, 11 a.m. in about 30 minutes in the BBT webinar room. I'll be there. Let's not get too naughty. Last time I got in there, we talked about marriage, divorce, naked trading, OnlyFans pages, making more money than actual trading, just because
I've heard there are no trades today. So if you are not a believer of Avi8ors, Wizard is here to help you.
I love it.
He tells you about the lines and price action and all that stuff. Come to my hut and I'll tell you about the spells and the stars. This is some profitability. Many have left and joined me in the hut. Many have left.
This is great. I love it.
He's just telling you the stories, Avi8ors. Who can believe Italians?
Italians.
Oh my God. Italians. I love Italy and the food from there as well. And the cars, of course. The best thing Italians do is the cars, not the pizza, by the way.
Yes, it's all about the Ferraris. I'm telling you, man.
I'm telling you, yeah, exactly.
This is great. Yeah. Bring that into the webinar when we get in the webinar room. Great, thanks, Anton. There you go. For those of you who are not my mentees, this is the kind of
I'm the sidekick wizard, He-
Love it. Love it. Love it.
If
Love
you
it.
need spells, stars, if you need to know where to go, where to put your money, and blow your account and come to the jungle in the hut, I'm the one.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. On that note, guys,
True
it's
wizard of Wall
10:30.
Street.
10:30, guys. We're gonna stop the recording here. 30 minutes rest, and then come on. We'll have some more fun in the webinar room in BBT. Bring the wizard with you, Atif. It'll be good.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.